Yes, people, welcome back to another video. John Sinclair TV back again, and it's an early one. I got two streams tonight. I got one at 7:15 as well with Joe Appleby. She's a new one's coming on my channel as well. And I got Sophia. Big up Sophia.
Big up, John. How are you?
I'm absolutely fine, and I'm a big Man United supporter as well. So please share the love. And if you do like to feel like what you see, give it a like, subscribe, and also if you like the super chat, it's in there as well. And do follow Sophia Football Talk. So yeah, Sophia, match preview tomorrow game between Newcastle, well, Sunday game between Newcastle and Man City in the Carabao Cup final. How exciting are you?
I am very excited. I mean, this will be the first trophy, hopefully, that we're about to get in about, what, 6 years now. So I'm ready. I definitely am excited. I mean, we also have a game for United to be played later tonight, the Europa League against Barcelona. So things are looking good this week. Hopefully, it will be a week filled with lots of happiness and whatnot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Great stuff. Yeah, just it's going to be tough. I mean, I did expect Newcastle to be in the final at all whatsoever. I thought it was going to be out before that, but here we are. Eddie Howe's done a wonderful job here,
Wonderful
and
job indeed.
with players as Scots like Bruno, Joe Linton, and all the others. Well, I'll comment on later on. But Everton Hag, it's just your new manager, right? Did not exactly the best of starts, and excuse me, and basically, right? I mean, he's done a wonderful job. What has he done right?
I mean, it's been a lot. Just the culture by itself has definitely changed. The dressing room and whatnot has made, kind of had a major turnover in a way. Um, uh, just us playing as a unity. The before it used to be very much like a that the club was just kind of solely reliant on just the players in general and too much player power and stuff like that. But we're moving forward. Ten Hag has just been an incredible manager, but also a coach in general. I mean, the fact that we've gone so far within the first 6 7 months of his tenure at Man United is incredible, and potentially getting a trophy would kind of solidify that in a way, in the best way possible. But yeah, he's been incredible. Most of the, I mean, I would say the United fan base definitely do, not that I will speak for everybody, but as I'm kind of seeing around social media and whatnot, a lot of people do love, um, the job that he's done. And the fact that this is just the beginning, who makes it very exciting to be a Man United fan for sure.
Absolutely, you've done a wonderful job as well. You've done a brilliant job under you've got a proper manager now because what he's done, he is absolutely fantastic. He really has
Yep.
been. We've been linked with him before you anyhow, and he didn't want to leave Ajax at the time, which is fair enough. But here we've got Eddie Howe's doing a wonderful job. Go talk about him later on. I've got some
Yep.
comments, by the way. Please keep his comments coming through. 19 people watching live. Thank you very much indeed. Hit the likes as well, please. I've got one from True City Fan here first. Yes. And got one from Eagle Eye Natty or Richard. Better to you both and all the Eagle Eye football team. They're both amazing. See you early birds at 5:30 p.m. Yes. And got some bit of breaking news as well from earlier on that John Motson has sadly passed away. The former match of the day commentary for 50 plus year. This guy has commentated over 200 England matches as well. And rest in
Wow.
peace, John.
Rest in
And you
peace.
know what? There'll never be another guy like him at all whatsoever. And thank you for that, Leslie, as well. So if you've got any messages of John Motson as well, have you seen any best comments, great games? Let us know in the comments. Big up to Brush as well. Hi to you, Brush. Hi to Andrew B. I hope you agree it. And even to Jules. He's from Norway as well, by the way. Big up to
Hey.
Jules.
Okay, to speak up. Hey, we're in Norway. Let me know. Cool.
Exactly. Where you from, Jules? And big up. And everyone said hi to Jules. He's so popular. And we got one from Evening People, even to you, Paul. Hope you're canny. And where's you been, Les? That's Andrew as well. Chat to Leslie as well. Hey to Paul. And thought this on 7:15. No, I've got one at 7:15 tonight with Joe Appleby. She's a Newcastle fan. And me and Macy, Macy's coming on my show tomorrow at 6:45 as well. And yes, so that's Mason as well. Big now, Mason, right, thinks I'm a United fan. Please, please, please ignore him. He's a wine-up merchant. I love him, but he's a wine-up merchant.
Wine up merch. One of
He
those.
is. He
Yes.
is. And so as well, big up to JB. Hope you're okay. And got this Toon Army. Yes. And Emerson Leslie as well. Man City, welcome Sophia. Leslie saying welcome to you. And big up and Lookman's young Sung Jun. Absolutely great guy he is. I hope you're okay, mate. Absolutely fine. Big up to Steve Minimus as well. That's how Rashford pulls a hammy for a week. Steve, if it's your first time, please hit the like button, subscribe button as well, please, mate. It is absolutely free, my guy. It's the first time, I believe, but he's only joking. He knows that. A pre-app for Stephen and his family. Yes, I've got to say, Stephen, he's not passed away yet, but he's at the happiest end as well. And I wish all Stephen Featley's parents and family, my heart goes out to you. The condolences goes out to you as well. And I do apologise as well. And at this very difficult time, I love Stephen, by the way. He is a massive Arsenal fan, and he says how it is. He is my guy. And I'm so sad to see.
Yeah, prayers goes out to him and his family for sure.
Thank you, Sophia. I'm watching the match Sunday for me, mate. He's a Man U fan, so I'm going to wind him up as best as I can. And good luck with that one. Good evening to Gareth as well from Wales. Will be hilarious if Fernandes and Rashford knocked each other out. Concussion rules applies to Sunday. That's when Jules, show us some love, man. Show us some love. Good evening to Jules. Good evening to Jules. Hope you're fine. Hope you're amazing. And how does Sophia feel the removal of Ronaldo that has impacted Man United?
I mean, for me, like, with the whole Ronaldo situation, it was tough when it happened at the time. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the reasons why I started supporting Man United back in 2004. So, he's my childhood hero and whatnot, but you kind of need to, let the guy go and love him from afar. But it's definitely been for the better. I would say it has impacted the team in a good way, just because it's kind of, not taking the attention away from what's really matters, which is actually the club, and the squad and the progress that we've been making and whatnot. So I do think it's for the best in my opinion. But hey, best of luck to him, at Saudi Arabia. That's that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Best luck to him as well. Why is Man United not getting grief? The Newcastle takeover, like Newcastle did, we got grief and Man U haven't. Latest reports on Man United could be sold, and apparently Glazers may want to stay.
If that happens, it's going to be an uproar. So sorry, but no, we cannot have the Glacier staying. Nope. I'm not going to be having that. At this point, it could be the case, but I don't think so. Right now, it looks to be maybe potential Qatari owners coming in is kind of what seems to be in the horizon, but we're not sure. But I hope so, though. So I'm excited just to get him out.
Fair enough. Just hope you get the best of orders for your club as well. And the way it clears the strategy, I think you need a change at your club from top, for the very, very top, to get that success back again. I'm not going to make any anti-smart Alice comments. I'm going to be nice, Julie. Fair dues. Motti married a Geordie lass and he rose to fame with her for goal tie against Newcastle lass and Steve. Yes, I can remember that very, very well. Let's be honest. And big up to Joanne, by the way. Joanne, hit the subscribe button, please, as well, pet. And she is coming on my show tonight at 6:45. So please, Newcastle fans or Man U fans, come on and show Joanne some love. She's coming on for the first time, 6:45, and she is an expert as well. Is it Tower had an independent bar panel? Is it how as independent? I'll tell you what though, mate. Theo's just an absolute joke, by the way. I mean, I'm not going to speak of that too much. Big up to Leslie, doing well, thanks. The Fierce is starting to get better. That's amazing. And Mason sounds to be fine. Ronaldo should never went back to, my opinion, that's from Paul. Should never gone back to United. And Les is chatting to Miss. Ronaldo should have gone to Man City at that time.
Mm.
He would never go back to Man United, Man City, Julian. Never go back to Man
Hell,
City. No
no,
way.
no.
Too much respect, too much love for Man United. Big up and to Ravi, big scouser as well.
Yes,
And
Ravi.
he's a good guy as well. Qatar Lotto, Jim Ratcliffe.
I would take the guitar. To be honest, I've
Mm,
done streams, or videos on both of, you know, um, those official bids from, Sir Jim Ratcliffe and one of the potential Qatari owners, but I would go with the Qatari
mm,
owners. I just felt like that, especially the statement from one of the people there, the representative, kind of resonated more with me.
mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, fair dues, fair dues. Ravi's got a question for both. Where do you see the Toon and United being most impact in the game? For us, it's going to be in midfield. If Bruno takes control of the game and he gets the ball and gets the space, he can actually hurt any team in Europe and any team in the Premier League. I want to see Ernst Maximin back to his best. I want him to torment Dalur, a right back as well. He has got to do it. He's got to show it because he said he wants to be ambitious. He wants to win things. Here's his chance. He's got to go out and show it. Miguel Miron, I love him. And, he's got to start scoring
Yeah.
goals now. He has done. He's got 10 goals this season. He should have scored on Saturday, in my opinion. Our defence has got to defend properly. We defend properly and score goals. I believe we win the game. But we've got Karius as well. What's your take on Karius in goal? Nick Pope is
Oh,
banned and
my Lord.
he's back. What's your take on Karis?
I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, wait, huh? No. Carius. Like I remember, the whole Liverpool Real Madrid thingy, the final years back. Didn't even know that he was, at Newcastle at this time. And then, in terms of Nick Pope not being available and Dubravka who can't play because he's cup tied to us and
Yeah.
whatnot, and the only option now is Carius. So has he even been playing for you guys this season or
He hasn't played the league. He
does he
played
have?
played a game and a half in Qatar in a
Okay,
friendly back in December, and he looked
okay,
very solid. And I
okay.
know people in the chat are saying that we have got to back this guy and start cussing him. Do you know what I mean? Dissing him because it's not his fault. He's going to be in the team. We're
Oh
going to
no,
have to
no,
back him. Do you know what I mean?
of
That's what we
course.
got to do. But it's not AFTV. It's not United View, and people are
No.
arguing among themselves and that sort of thing. AFTV is one of that. I don't know about them and that, but still. Yeah, so back to your question, where do you think we got to be careful? Who do you think got to watch out for? I mean, Rashford's on fire.
I mean, yeah, Rashford is literally. I mean, for me, I'm not surprised that Rashford is, doing so well as he's doing. Like I knew at some point, yes, okay, last season, prior to that, he was in a very good, situation, whatnot, obviously in the
Mm.
point of his life. But things have turned around, and it's great to see how. Yeah, just he's playing with a lot of confidence, and of course, Ten Hag has brought a lot of it out of him as well. And our, one of the coaches, Benny McCarthy, the South African, been very good, with in the training sessions, and whatnot, in terms of the fact that Rashford does now score different type of goals, headers and whatnot. He's been, included into his game as well. So I do think that he will definitely be impactful for sure. And also our defense, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane is also, people to
Is
look out
Varane
for.
fit? Is Varane fit? Is Varane fit for Sunday?
I would believe so. Yeah, he just, yeah, for sure.
I tell you what,
I
though,
haven't heard anything.
I think we've got to give it a go. Like we've got Pierce to hurt any defense like ASM and Miggy as well. But I think it's a 50-50 game, and anything could happen in this game because when you play Jews at Old Trafford, we wasn't scared of you. I mean, everyone's saying threes and fours and fives at Old Trafford, but anyhow, put a stop to that. We could have won that game, and Ronaldo surrounded the referee or the 10 players. I don't know if you saw that, Sophia, when you scored and all you lot surrounded the referee.
Yep.
As your Man U fan, how did you feel about that when you surrounded the referee?
I mean, yeah, I remember at that time we had moments we were doing a lot of that in certain games, but I think it's more so the frustration, whatnot. It can be annoying. It's like, okay, guys, chill, relax. Let's not get a little bit too out there. I think we might have gotten a sanction after that. I think maybe. think it might have been FA put something in, but I can't remember. But yeah, I felt like it's been probably less of that now. So, but we have come a far way since we did, last time we did play each other. So, I do feel pretty confident that this would be going our way, if I'm going to be honest. But hey, you never know.
Exactly. I mean, for me, I'm looking at your team, Casemiro, and when you got him, people were saying, "Oh, he's too old. He's too old." And Real Madrid actually mugged you off for 60 to 70 million quid, and
Mhm.
he has done wonders for you guys. You know, he's made a huge difference. I mean, everyone's crying out for a new Roy Keane, and this guy, I
He's
think, in my
incredible.
opinion, he is ridiculously brilliant in mind.
Yeah,
Absolutely
I mean,
ridiculously brilliant.
yeah,
Brilliant.
he
Let's go some more.
he's
Go on,
really
carry
good.
on.
Yep. No, I
He
was
is.
just going to second where you said like he's really good. He's been a revelation in this team. I mean, we've kind of been missing him for a few games now since the suspension that he had, but he's
Yeah,
back
yeah.
today against Barcelona, and of course he will be available for the Carabao Cup final. So he'll definitely, in terms of the fact that he's won 5 Champions League, won multiple trophies and whatnot, him alongside Varane and also Martinez, who did get the World Cup medal, will kind of be like give that winning mentality, instill that for the rest of the squad for sure. So I do think that will hopefully be able to take us over the line. Um, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Mm.
We'll see. Absolutely right. We go for some comments as well.
Yep.
The camera's working now, John. Fantastic, Jules. Thank you for that. And Jules add as well. Look how Newcastle's run by PIF, so Qatari consortium would be good for Man United. And I kind of have
Agreed.
to agree. Have to kind
Yeah.
of agree. Question: thoughts on which players for both teams are most strongest and weakest? That is a very good question. Thoughts on which players for both teams. For us,
Mm.
I mean, our back four looks quite solid. We've still got the best defence in the league. You can see the 15 goals this season of late, and you can see some silly ones as well, by the way, I can't lie. Our midfield, Bruno, Joe Linton, and Sean Longstaff in the midfield three. And up front, ASM, Miggy, and I'm going to say Isak starting, but I've got a feeling Eddie Howe's going to start with Callum Wilson. If he does, then we're going to have to back the guy. It's as simple as that. Our weakest point is Dan Burn at the minute. I mean, he's gone off the ball just a little bit. Like, I'm not having to go at him, but only judging what I see. But he has been a weak link at the moment. And other than that, I can't say anything really. I mean, Miggy has his moments. He's still a good player. He's still
Hmm.
quality. And I think we're going to have to see about Karius on Sunday. But other than that, we haven't really got really weakness at the end of the day. It's just Dan Bird at the left back because we need a left back in the summer.
I
And
get that.
what's your weakest? What's your weakest part of the team?
I would say like for us not killing games off early and being most clinical enough. Yes, of course, Rashford is on fire and whatnot. Then he does an incredible job, but I do feel like we are lacking a little bit with not being, like I said, just being clinical enough. Like, hey, we score not enough goals, man. We should be scoring more goals, and I do feel like we do create a lot of chances, but we don't always get them at over the line most times. So I feel like for me that will probably be the most, for sure, the weakest when it comes to yeah the team in general, but probably the strongest might be well, once again the defense looks very good, and
Yeah,
also the midfield of course with Casemiro does look very good. And now that both Marcel Sabitzer and Casemiro are now available for that game, would be options to bring in also for, okay, Fred for the legs, hey, and
yeah.
McTominay is also back there, even though I'm not his biggest fan, but there's option to bring in. That's kind of the most important thing.
We were linked to McTominay as well in the
Yeah.
summer, believe it or not, in January as well. But to be fair, we don't really need him. I mean, a lot of Newcastle
Okay.
fans, please, no Scott, no Scott, don't get him, don't get him. Wow. What can I say, man? John, Macy's coming on tomorrow, mate, at 6:45, and I just tweeted her, and she's coming on tomorrow. Leslie's confirmed that as well. And Counts concussed in the final. That's why he failed there. That's what it is. I just hope he'll be fine tomorrow on Sunday.
Mm,
Counts will be fine. He had concussion in the Madrid final. Be fair, yes, Steve, absolutely right. Exactly, soft concussion. So he's still a world class keeper. John, I'm not sure he's a world class keeper. He's a good
yeah,
keeper. I'm not sure he's a world class keeper, by the way.
wouldn't say that, Julie, but hey, hey.
Wow, world class keeper.
I wouldn't say that
Well,
at all. No, no.
well, Julie thinks he's world class.
I mean, to each your own. If that's your opinion, Julie, you go. But hey, disagree. It's fine.
Wow, fair enough. Gotta be so easy for New United.
Oh,
Dista, can you do us a favor? Can you hit the subscribe button, please, my guy? My channel's growing, mate, and just hit the subscribe button. Also, hit the subscribe button on SOFIA'S Football Talk as well if you are new.
yes,
And
thank you.
she's got over 1,000 subscribers as well, and she's a very, very good podcaster as well. United. Biggest
Both United.
travesty in a way Castle's thrown to the Wolves by Liverpool. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. And Green Leslie, they should have stuck with him. Anderson, not much better. I'm an Anderson fan, but he has had a great season this season, by the way. He stepped up against us, by the way. And this is exactly. And question, how do the Toon and United break each other down? What's your take on that one? How do you think of the break us, Toon?
I mean, I think we need to use our wit for sure. I mean, try to press and whatnot. The midfield needs to be solid. We got to be on it. Don't be
Yeah.
try to do any unprecise passes or whatnot. Don't do that. Be on it. Like for you guys, you've been missing Bruno Guimaraes for a while, and I definitely rate that kid for sure. So he'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with for you guys. So we have to nullify him. Try to do something for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. And first, we got to start well. We have got to start really well. I think you need to hunt for the first goal and make them put you on the back foot. And if you can do that, like we did, say, last season, when you drew once each, where you could have won by 4-5-1. If you have done that, we would have won the game. And if you do it again on Sunday, I believe we'll do that as well. But I'm confident we're going to win this game. And I know a lot of people are saying United are too strong, but we'll see on the day.
John, you back your team. Back your team. Hey.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Back your
You're not.
team.
Yeah.
And you got to do it you got to be positive in a way. And
Of
if
course.
you're not,
100%.
then exactly, man. We'd love to see Carriers have a stormer and make the haters eat their words. Absolutely, Gareth. Thank you.
Imagine. Oh my God. Wow.
Wow. I think they're going to test him. I think you're really going to test him. No doubt about it. They're going to get that ball, shoot on sight, and go and test him and see what his weakness is. And then we see if he's man enough there. Battle Brazil in midfield. Bruno and Joe Linton versus Fred, Fresh, Anthony, and Casemiro. Anthony, this guy's got all the tricks and skills in the world. Trouble is, he's just plays for himself.
What did you say? He's just...
He got all the tricks in the world, Anthony, but he just plays for himself. I mean, that pass he did was ridiculous, man.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, the thing is, he's technically available for today's game. I don't know exactly if he will probably be playing, but he probably would have some sort of role for the Carabao Cup final. But up until he did get injured, he's been like very good with tracking back and whatnot. He has had a couple of goals and whatnot. We just feel like he needs to just be a little bit more on it when it comes to 1v1 situations. He tends to kind of wait for somebody to bail him out in a way, but there's some potential there in the kid for sure. I think he's definitely is an option, another attacking option for sure, which we have been lacking since he hasn't, like I said, been available for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. And question for both: who would you say are your game changers? For us, it's going to be Bruno Guimaraes, no question about that, and ASM. Bruno, ASM. Who's your game changer in your team?
I would say it has to be Rashford right now. I mean, yeah, Rashford definitely for me is that game changer, but also like you could say Casemiro for sure. We do have Alejandro Garnacho, that the youngster from Argentina, who you can bring in if needs be, but not Rashford right now. He is that.
He's the man at the minute for you guys. He really is. Really is. Goes to Milcom as well. To those who don't want Carriers in the goal, do you really think Gillespie is better? For me, it has to be Carriers. He's more experienced. Gillespie hardly played neither as well. To me, with Gillespie, he should have gone back to Motherwell, back to Scotland, in my opinion, as well. I can't lie. And yes, he's a Geordie, I get that, but at the end of the day, he needs to get games. He's not going to Newcastle. He was when he was at Liverpool. There's a stark contrast between Karras and Gillespie in Saudi. Karras is solid. I've heard that as well. Leicester murdered Man U in the first half, and Zabista should have been sent off. How do you explain these decisions when it favours them? That's my concern. The ref and VAR. He should have been sent off there. I don't know if you saw the clip. He went in on Faye's knee. Everyone saw it. The referee was close to it. He bottled it.
Should he have been sent off? Maybe yellow card? Nah, I felt like that would have been a little bit soft. I'm sorry. I was looking at it thinking like y'all probably should be looking at it. The fact that he didn't get anything was a bit okay. Ooh. But like for me, I wouldn't say sent off. I would say you give him a yellow for it. That's fair, my opinion. But hey,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Your opinion. Everyone makes mistakes, John. That's very true. Like my first marriage, or supporting Liverpool. That's it, exactly. Don't mention Liverpool too much, man. She does not like Liverpool at all.
me neither. I feel the same way.
Fair dues. Anthony's not the best at crossing. Needs a lollipop lid to help him cross. That's an Ravi. He's a big Liverpool fan, by the way. Just so you know, I like coffee.
Yeah, I know that Ravi used to be on my channel as well. Ravi.
He's a good guy. Our copy's brilliant, and Ravi as well.
Very good for sure.
Okay, he's very good. Sylvia, how do you rate Bruno Fernandes?
I mean, he's been very, very good for us. You know, he's technically been our not our official captain, but while Maguire isn't playing that much, he is definitely the on-field captain, whatnot. He did get 2 assists for the last game against Leicester. Probably could have gotten 3, maybe even a goal as well. But yeah, he's been. He hardly has missed any really games this season. He definitely is one of our probably most reliable players in terms of if we're just going to talk about the availability, which for me is the best ability. He's been incredible and slowly getting the numbers up and whatnot. Not that I'm super, really into like stats and whatnot, but he is definitely one of the, players that creates the most chances in the league and overall. So he's been extremely important and I love the dude. So yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Man U's game changed on Mike Dean, Anthony Taylor, Paul Tini, and Stuart Atwell. Fair enough. For Newcastle, how good are you guys at scoring from set pieces? For us, we haven't scored much from set pieces this season, by the way. I can't really lie, but we need to defend from set pieces, so you can see the goals from corners as well. And the goals conceded from corners is absolutely shocking by the West Ham Bournemouth as well. I can't even lie. But that is shocking. We need to fix that up very quick.
Yeah.
And we need to work in the training field as well. But we can defend when it needs to be. And the 2 goals conceded against Liverpool were awful as well. That needs to be fixed up as well. I'm sorry. Simple as that. Sutton needs a straight red, simple as. And Steve's laughing about a yellow card. Sophia, it was a straight red, disgusting challenge. Or maybe say if Joelinton went in on Rashford like that, it would be a yellow. It'll be a red, I'm telling you, because I think these referees have got it in for Newcastle, by the way.
Really? I feel like they got it for us as well. There's been so many, situations where we, decisions that has gone kind of against us. But not just us. It's been, Arsenal lately as well as, what was it? Not last weekend, but the weekend before that, where the, VAR had a howler of decisions for several teams. Was it Chelsea?
Yeah, man.
So everybody's getting it at the moment, but certain teams does get it more for sure. If we do feel like there's an agenda here, but hey,
fair dues. She tells us straight. And then question both have also link up players in both. So I think I answered that question. I think I did. I just watched the beginning for sure, and I think John had a Sinclair when he said he's a big Man United. So, no, I'm not a red. I'm not a red. And Macy's on the channel tomorrow, right? And she'll back us up all the way. So show her some love. Question both. Who do you rate for each other's team? For me, I wasn't a Rashford fan, but now I'm grown to like this guy. Bruno Fernandes, hot and cold on him. I can't lie. I like the shape of Sancho. I've always been a Sancho fan. I like him, and I like him as well. And it's not very many, to be fair, but I mean, I think Casemiro. I like Casemiro. for me, tops a lot for
Fair.
me. So
Yeah,
what a player this guy is,
indeed.
110%. So, and who do you rate for Newcastle?
Ooh, I've always kind of rated Mickey for a long time. I really like Miggy Almiron. For me, I was super happy, when like, I kind of have like a soft spot for Newcastle. Like, I like the team. I want them to do well. If you get top four, join us. You know,
Mm.
that'd be
Yeah,
great. But yeah, Miggy Almiron, and I've been, a fan of Alexander Isak. He's Swedish, or technically, I think he's is from Eritrea, but Swedish citizen and whatnot. So he's a good player. I was very surprised in the best way when you guys did manage to get him. And Bruno Guimaraes, of course, very good. So and Joe Linton as well. Also the way he's just kind of been having a newfound role in a way in this Newcastle team. Looks very good. And I also do rate your manager Eddie Howe, the job that he
yeah.
has been doing. I gotta give it up to him. He's been very good. So let's give him his flowers. He's been good. So yeah, that's also
What a manager. What a
yeah,
manager he is.
indeed.
Steve saying Kut was on for you after the Man U Leicester, by the way, and he's refereeing the final. Yes, he's refereeing the final. And no, he's not a United fan, by the way. He is a Notts County fan,
Hmm.
from what I've heard. So he's a Notts County fan. I know all a lot saying that he's a red, but he is not. He is not. Otherwise, he will not be refereeing this game.
Nope.
So, and that's that. Slap the likes and sub to John and Sophia and me, John Sinclair TV, and Sophia's Football Talk all in
Yes.
one word. And she's
Yep.
got a fantastic channel, by the way. I'll be on the channel tomorrow, by the way,
Yep.
5:30. And John, if you had to punch a Man U player in the face, who would it be, and why would it be Bruno Fernandes? For me, I'm not a violent person. Number one. Number two,
No.
I'm a respectful guy. And number three, I don't say things like that, mate. But I see your point. I see your point.
I can see, even as United fan, like, I get it. Like, I think the thing is with Bruno, he's one of those players that you love it when he's at your team, or even the fan base sometimes can get annoyed with him being, maybe with the refereeing and
Mm,
whatnot. He has calmed down a lot though for the last few weeks, in my opinion, or the last few months and whatnot. But I get it. If he's not on your team, you kind of want to shake him up a little bit. But we don't condone violence over here. But yeah, but I
big
get
up,
it.
big up.
I see your point.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. He can be frustrated, by the way. And when visitors go for him, he tries to cheat as well, and he tries to go referee's face. Yeah, none of
Yeah.
that. We'll be watching him closely. And I tell you what, you not get away with it with Newcastle fans, because he rivals Newcastle fans up as well. So, and got one from Jules. Man U's had refs playing for them since the start of the Premier League, and it never stops. Sophia, thoughts on how well Alasia has done? For me, he's raw, but he'll get better.
Oh yeah, yeah. He has
Very
been looking
raw.
very good.
He
But
does. He's
of
quick
course,
as
like you
well,
said,
by the way.
he's raw. He'll get there. There's potential, and once in certain games where Luke Shaw has been kind of like a left center back and not a left back, then Malasia has chimed in and done a good job. And recently, he's been very good. So yeah, he's just gonna keep growing for sure. That kid. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Big up to that one as well. Big up. Velasquez, I think you'll be good. Hi, John. How's it going? We're going to win this cup and bring it home to Team Blackout Army. Yes, we will, Jonathan. And say hi to Kate as well, by the way, Jonathan. And make sure that she's okay. Win or lose, make it always smile.
He has a great smile, actually. I
Yeah,
love his smile.
Sally. Yes. Real talk. Real talk. Moments you can punch Fernandez in the face, his teeth will ruin your hand. Wow. Wow, and wow. John, thoughts on how well Sven Botman has done? I tell you what, this guy has been absolutely fantastic for us
Sven
this season.
Botman. Wow.
He is class. Yeah.
Yep.
But he had a one or two niggly games. I'm not going to lie. The last few games,
Yeah.
I can't lie. But at the end of the day, I want to see the real Sven Botman. He's got to show us in a big game. He's a big game player. This is a test for him. Test for him,
Oh yeah.
by the way. But I'm a massive fan of Sven Botman. He's been
Same.
getting 8s and 9s and out of 10
Yeah,
every single
I
game.
was kind of shocked that he was left out of the the World Cup squad for Netherlands. He should have been picked. He's been very good for Newcastle and in the Premier League in general. So yeah, I rate him. I think he's an incredible player for sure.
Amazing player, amazing defender.
Yeah.
And I have to go. You take care, Josie. Back on the 7:15, 10 to 7. So join us for that again. on live. And Jules, I got one for PDK. Hope you're okay, mate. Take care to Jules as well. Question of both on both managers for both teams, how they have improved through teams. For me, Joe Linton has improved a lot. I mean, he came to Newcastle as one of the worst strikers ever I've seen in my life. Anyhow, comes in, turns his career. Guess what? Puts in midfield. He calls plays on left hand side. He's an absolute tank in the middle. And I
Yep.
tell you what, he has been absolutely fantastic. Over to you, Sophie.
How they have improved both teams. I mean, Rashford in itself, he has improved a lot for sure. And Luke Shaw as well is also a player that I kind of need to give a short little shout out for because he's also improved himself a lot with how versatile it is, not just playing as left back, but also can chime in to be a center back if needs be. So yeah, and Wan-Bissaka as well. Like a lot of the fan base have completely written out Wan-Bissaka. I do still, if I'm going to be honest, brother still needs to leave at some point. But right now, since the World Cup, as Dallo hasn't, been that much available because of injury and whatnot, Wan-Bissaka has, taken the opportunity and ran with it for sure. So, it, the manager has just been incredible with improving so many different players and just the dressing room in general. And it just looks, once again, very good to be a Man United supporter in general. So, yeah.
Beautiful. We've got another 20 minutes to go, so keep for questions fire in because she's got a watch on to do between Man U and Barcelona. So good luck on that. John, asking a Man U fan, who had United in the name first? It was us.
I believe.
1892.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Neville. I said Neville, Neville's Cross, Neville's Heath, or whatever it's sort of thing. But after that, but it was us first far away. I think I had a different name. What do you think of Ten Hag and Alex spoke at the dinner table? Well, I didn't know anything about that. Do you know anything about that? Three at the
Yeah.
dinner talk with 10?
They recently had a, dinner date and whatnot, and just exchanging thoughts and whatnot. Sir Alex Ferguson, even though he's not a manager anymore, is still around and amongst the club. Maybe some people but be like, okay, maybe you should just kind of let it go and whatnot. But I don't mind it. He's been doing that for several years now, and Ten Hag appreciated it. So once again, Sir Alex Ferguson, incredible, love you, man. So yeah, he's
Yeah,
doing great. Mhm.
fair dues, fair dues. Yeah, I mean, I think he'd be here for a long, long time. And Bruno's the Vanash is the dirtiest player, to be fair. Watching him play, he always tackles from behind, down on Chiles and rules about when he's touched by a feather. Wow, he does that as
Wow.
well. I've seen it as well. Big up to Brian, by the way. And you Canadian, you're Norwegian, are you?
Yep. Born
Norwegian.
and raised in Norway with Somali parents. So yeah, shout out to
Really good.
Norway. Also Norway.
Fantastic. There's your answer, Jules. And question for Sophia: who are United resting for the cup final?
I don't think we're resting many players. Who we rest? We ain't. We going. Hey, I mean Scott with Tom. They just got back. I don't see. Would he be used? Maybe not. Anthony slowly coming back as well. I don't really see him resting many. I think we'll probably maybe go with somewhat of the same team we did maybe against Leicester. Um, Maybe Sabitzer will be on the bench and then he'll come on. So he'll start with, Casemiro and which I say, Fred. But I'm not completely sure. The thing is, it's a little bit difficult to answer because I need to see how today's games goes. So we'll see. But I think I'll go with the full strength squad for sure, as that is once again we haven't won a trophy for 6 years. This is the best opportunity to do so. We gotta go for it. So I don't think he will be resting any, if not any.
There
But
it
yeah,
is. A lot of people wants to you guys go the extra time. So we should see. I'm going to do a combined 11. I'll be sure as well, right? Between Newcastle and Man United, and it'll be
okay,
yours. And in goal, who would you play in goal? Go 4-3-3, and who would you
okay,
play in
yeah.
goal?
I would put the hair. I mean, it's a player that, sometimes can be not necessarily underrated, but sometimes he doesn't always get the love that he deserves to get. But for me, he just proves that, what do you need a goalkeeper to do? The number one thing a goalkeeper should be doing, of course, in my opinion, it's shot stopping. Okay, I'm not really here with so much of the, okay, the playing, super good with your feet and
Mm.
yada yada yada. But he does a job. He has improved a lot this season. Yes, the few 2-3 games of the season, at least two of them started off hella bad, but in since then he's been very good. So yeah, I would put De Gea in my opinion as a shout. But I also want to say that Nick Pope has been very good as well though. So kind of do need to give him
Okay.
some respect. But De Gea for me any
Mhm.
day.
That's fine. So you put in De Gea in goal. What
Yep.
about the right back? We're picking players by in form, by the way.
Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, I mean, we could technically up until the World Cup, we had Dallo. That's been one of our most improved players and informed players and whatnot. But since the World Cup, it's been basically Wan-Bissaka. So for me, like, I can put a shout in for both of them. But at the same time, if I remember correctly, Trippier does play on the right, does he not?
It
Kieran
does,
Trippier.
yeah.
I would even put him there, but I don't know about you. I
Yeah,
would
I would.
compromise.
Absolutely. Kieran Trippier is
I
on
rate
right
him.
back. I was thinking, are you going to put Dallo in right back? But fair enough. Yeah, he's been having a cracking season this season, Kieran
He's been very
Trippier.
good,
And he's been giving the ball away a lot as well, last couple of games. But he's got
of
a heart of
course.
gold, this guy. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so Trippier right back. On the opposite side, left back.
And for me, Luke Shaw any day. Luke Shaw has been incredible. He's really been good. So yeah.
Lukey Shaw at left back. Cool, cool.
Yes.
All right, let's go to the centre backs.
I mean, you can't. You. The thing is, I almost feel like we kind of need to maybe compromise in a way here. Maybe we can have a shout for putting, you know, basically a centre back partnership of consisting of one Newcastle player and one United player. So my shout
Yeah,
would be I would love to put both of my center backs, but if I'm gonna pick just because of the impact Lisandro Martinez has had this season, I probably would need to put Lisandro Martinez at that, left center back spot.
left
But
centre.
don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
Rafael has been incredible as well, of course, extremely
okay.
important. But just because you guys, you've conceded the less goals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, like, of course, it's important that at least a Newcastle centre back needs to be there as well, in my opinion. But hey,
Cool.
what are your
Hey
thoughts?
ho. Okay, so who'd go on the left side?
Martinez, Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, Sven Bottom can play that as well, but he's left-footed. So, and
Oh,
I'll put
wait. Okay, if he's left-footed, then we could say Sven Button on the left, and then we'll
Bottom.
say Rafa Varane. Either
Yeah,
or, I'm okay with.
I mean, yeah, it's your
True, but
play.
I wanted to be fair as well, though.
Let's have a look. Lazaro, Martin. That's not. What are you doing, man? So the right side, we'll say Lazaro, yeah. Andrew Martinez on the right hand side, and we go for Sven Botman
I was
on the
actually
left hand
thinking if we go for Sven Botman on the left, then we'll go for Rafael Varane on the right instead, since he plays
side.
that there.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
So
yeah,
let's go. We take out Martinez and we put in. I
Varane.
don't know why he's jumping. Rafael Varane. There
Yep,
you go. That's a back four. Let's go for
it
some
looks
more
good.
comments before we go as well. We forgot the midfield. It says, too bad you're a Man U fan, joking, of course, that's some trolls. John, question, do you think Newcastle will be in the cup final to start the season? To be honest, I didn't. But we're here. And because we warranted there as well, we deserve to be there for winning games. So for me,
We
it'd be
do.
a no, but I'm just glad I'm here. Hi, John. I flip between excitement and terror about the cup final, but in a calmer moment, I believe you can win the lot. And let's hope you are correct, Rowley. And he's one of me co-host as well. And if time to Rowley, and the height difference in between Botman and Martinez next to each other. 5'9" he is, and Martinez. Got to go. You take care, Jules. Watch what you're doing. We're back at 6:45, by the way. And also, that's the top back four. That's indeed. It is
Yep.
indeed. So let's go to the midfield. The midfield three.
I mean, I would love to have. For me, it's important to have Casemiro in there, like as a DM. Would be very, very important.
Yeah, he's
To
going
put him in
straight
there.
in.
Yep.
He's going straight in.
Yep.
There you go. And
Gotta be there.
on the other side,
I mean, I would also. I think Bruno Guimaraes would be a really nice shout to put in. Unless you have anybody. I'm trying to think
yeah,
of the midfield.
that's
No, I
fine.
think I will take. Yeah. And then I will put the other Bruno, our Bruno,
That's
Bruno
fine.
Fernandes. Yes.
Bruno Fernandes. There you go. That's the midfield three. So the midfield three, you got Guimaraes, Casemiro, and Fernandes. Now, this is important. The front three, and I think we kind of know who you got.
Do we?
Yes.
We'll see.
I mean, it's your choice. Your choice.
No, okay. I mean, left wing. It's Rashford. It's yeah.
No
He's been
question.
to
No brainer. No
no.
brainer.
But the right side though. Wait, who? Is it Almiron who plays on the right for you guys?
Yeah, he does. I.
Pick Miggy. We haven't really figured out that right hand side yet. So
It's fine. Before we go into the strike, so I got some more comments flying as well. Please keep this coming in. Please hit the like, subscribe as well. That's top back four. That's from Steve. 18 months ago, we were doomed for relegation. Absolutely.
right,
And here we are now.
far away.
We're now, yeah, and big up to John Suffolk. Reassure, thank you so much indeed. Casemiro, Bulaji, and Joe Linton. I covered have gone for Joe Linton in the midfield as well. Thanks for all your questions to Avi. And you know what? He's a massive Liverpool fan. Big up to Avi. He's a great
He's
guy.
incredible.
He is indeed. And hopefully win for the team. But win or lose, what an achievement to get to the final. That's in Gareth.
100%.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yep.
And then who are you going to play out front? It's the $1 million question.
I don't know. The thing is for us though, like, if Martial would have just been available and whatnot for the majority of the season, that would be great. But he has not been. He really hasn't played any like full 90-minute yet so far this season. So that's just puts him out of the equation. But Woodvekor, I wouldn't put him up there either. Trying to think, who do you guys? I mean, I'm thinking about Alexander Isak, maybe. But who else
Isak
do you
or
have?
Wilson. We got Callum Wilson as well.
Oh yeah, Callum Wilson. You know what? But has he been injured that much this season? There've been some moments, but
He scored
what do you feel?
6-7 this season for us. Like, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, he scored 7 goals this season. He scored against West Ham, which is his last score. But other than that, injuries just playing him up as well quite a bit as well. So when he's out for quite a while.
That's
Isak,
true.
I love his movement as well. He settled the winner against Southampton the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. And his movement is there. And so we're going to go Isak then, yeah?
We'll pick Isak. Why not?
That's Alice Isak. So there we go, guys. I mean, we've got our combined 11 here. We've got De Gea and goal. The back four will be Trippier, Shaw, Botman, and Varane. The midfield three will be Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, and Bruno Fernandes. And up front is Madden a minute, Rashford, Almiron, and Isak. Let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the chat as well. Who would you be your 11 as well? So we've got our 11. And we've got Isak up front, Wilson for Steve, and also Veghorst as well. It's either Wilson or Veghorst, by the way. One of the two. So we're going to get rid of the combined 11 now, people. And I'm going to stop that screen there. And so you're going to Wembley. You're not going to Wembley. You live in Norway now, because I'm going to Wembley as well. And I cannot wait.
Yeah,
What happened was.
I wish I was, but it was a little bit too difficult then. It would have been like a day before, work and whatnot. So it would be too difficult. But I'm gonna be doing, a watch along for it and whatnot. So I'll be, tuning in for sure. But congrats for the fact that you're going. That's amazing. Hope that you have a lovely time.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. And ASM on the bench. He will be. Just put the players on form at the minute. Rashford's on form. Needs to be on form.
True.
And up front, I mean, could you play ASM in central midfield? Probably not. But he'd be benched. by the way. And we've got Gav as well. Can't be in the later show, John, but we'll catch you in the next one. That's fine, Gav's absolutely fine. But I've got Joe Appleby coming on my show at 7:15. Please join us for that show. So love for the first time. And she'll be absolutely amazing. So I was going to say, so what's your score predictions going to be on the big day on Sunday? And how do you think it's going to go?
I do think we're going to win. I have a good feeling. I do think so. Um, I want to say, usually I feel like I often be saying like a 2-1 score prediction for a lot of different games, but I'll go with 2-1 to Man United. Maybe I could say 3-1 too, but I'll say 2-1. A strong 2-1. But we win and
Cool.
getting that trophy back to the red side of Manchester.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. I mean, it's going to be a 50-50 game, but if you're all going to win it, it has to be inside 90 minutes. Do that,
Oh, yeah.
win the game. If it's anything after 90 minutes, then it'll be nerve-wracking, nerves coming into the game as well, because not been in this position before. If it comes to penalties, I hope that Karius makes 2 saves and makes us win the trophy. Oh, that'll be some story if that ever comes. It'd be making a front page on the
Oh,
Chronicle, front and back of the Chronicle, and it'd be
my
making the
lord.
back pages as well in the national newspapers as well. So I hope he does it. I hope he comes in and do a job. I'll be back in the sky, and it's the best way to be. And that is a great comment. I'll read it again. Whatever the results is, I hope it's a peaceful, fun weekend from both sets of fans. And also, I shall be
I agree.
at Trafalgar Square as well. So I'll probably be in the late afternoon because I'll be working. So hit us up if you do see us. Absolutely, Steve. Hope everyone is safe. I hope it is. Just a question about ticket scams as well. I mean, what's your take on ticket scams? I mean, people are buying tickets from agencies as well, and they charge it up to £3,000, if not more. What's your take on that?
I think it's horrible. I just feel like it's really taking advantage of people that just, we love the sport. We just want to, people that obviously take the time to, buying whatnot, obviously must be desperate of that, in that particular situation. So taking advantage, I don't really get it. I
Mm.
ticket scam and whatnot. I remember once I almost got scammed, not in terms of football, but more so like for concert. Luckily, it all sorted itself out, but it's messed up. I don't think it's okay, but it's quite scary. So yeah.
I've just seen this, right? I mean, called I Like Coffee. Thanks for raising that up, by the way. I Like Coffee. I didn't know this at all whatsoever. But now Ranger has been involved with a ticket scam, and
Wow.
and it's been reported for this as well. Now I don't know the ins and out on this, right? I will find out. Yeah,
Oh
we'll probably
wow.
talk about it in the next show as well when I got Joanne on my show as well, right? And let's be real, right? If that is true, then he is going to go absolute rollicking as well. Apparently, he has 100 tickets to sell ahead of the
Okay.
Saturday, ahead of the match, right?
Yeah.
And he's charging apparently for £2,500 each. I hope he gets caught. I hope he gets arrested, right? I hope he
I
gets
hope
charged
so.
for it.
Yeah.
And let's be real, right? I hope he gets everything thrown at him. Well, thanks to
Yep.
people mentioning that as well. We are going to talk about it in the next show, right? And before John wraps up, can you subscribe and share on socials, please? Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Leslie. And he put 100. I tell you what, that is a
Uh,
disgrace. And
that is messed up.
I will do a small clip of that later on if I get a chance as
You do
well.
that.
That is utter disgraceful as well,
Yeah.
people. Real
Mm.
talk. And he hasn't been, and he wasn't that good for Newcastle, by the way. Let's be real. He's been getting arrested for he got done for rape. He got, well, didn't get
Oh
done, but he's
wow.
found not guilty for that. He's found not guilty for that, right? I could talk about it because it's over. And he's
Yeah.
done well for petty things as well. So let's figure that now,
Oh
the
my
better
god.
as well. Not
Hmm.
good. So, well, listen, I'm going to wrap it up there as well. And, I know you got to do your watch along as well, but I'm ready for a
Yeah.
couple of minutes before you go. So, did you enjoy coming on my show? Did you enjoy coming
Of
on?
course. Yeah, I really liked it. Thanks for having me on, John. It was very nice. The comments, the viewers seems lovely, and
Thank
I
you.
just am shocked at how fast it went by. But yeah, I had a great time for sure.
It's flown by, hasn't it? It's really flown
Yeah.
by, you know. But I tell you something. I mean, you got to come back again. We got to try and make it a regular. I mean, Macy as well. She's a big United fan. She's a regular
Yes.
as well. So it's just fantastic. I'll probably do a review show on Monday when I get back from London, and I'm
Okay.
sure it'll be fun for that. So yeah, can you tell us your socials, please, where you can find you all, please?
Yeah. So my socials, basically it's Sophia's Football Talk on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So for YouTube, I do mostly, I would say like 70% is like Man United related content, but I also do other stuff as well. So I did, Champions League watch along yesterday, and yeah, for other teams in general, live watch alongs, match previews, reactions, and so forth, and news in general. So yeah, you can also find me on Twitter. That is just Sophia's Football. So yeah, hit me up and say hi. You know.
Yeah. So the link's in the description as well. I mean, she's got plenty of links as well there, sort of thing. And she's going to have to message us so I could do next time I put it in there as well. And if you like the video and manage like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll be back in about 20 minutes time while I'm joined by Jewel Appleby. She's a big Newcastle fan as well. So Newcastle fans, do join in for that. Tomorrow, I'm with Macy. Macy's coming on my channel tomorrow, right? And at 6:45. And she's really looking forward to that as well. She is one of my favourites as well. She's a favourite. I think
Yeah,
she's lovely as
she's
well.
great.
And I'll be at Wembley on a Saturday as well, up until Monday. So I got me tickets. And guys, thanks for watching. And I will do quickly, Macy, backstage, and it's lovely chatting to you guys. And until then, and we the lads, and it is goodbye. And look at that. Macy's amazing. She'll love that. And I'll pass it on to our great show. Thanks to Abby as well. Make sure you comment 7:15. And until then, guys, and it's goodbye.